Okay, so let's talk about the Chucky trailer, which we just got today. Season 2 will be upon us in less than a month. October 5th is the date, and I don't know why I put 10 up. My hands look huge here. Okay, let's talk about Chucky Season 2 because this trailer just gave us some more interesting stuff and a bald Chucky, so we're going to discuss that. Before we get further into it, you can definitely check out our, coverage on the first season, definitely on the channel, and we're going to be covering it again just as we did episode by episode. So definitely hit that subscribe button down below, hit the notification up here. But let's talk about this one. One of the biggest things I think we noticed in this trailer, and everybody was anticipating ever since we heard the news and the announcements, and then in the other trailer we got a little tease about it, was that Glen and Glenda would be returning. As you know, Glenda was pretty much Chucky and Tiffany's offspring, and then out of nowhere at the end of Seed of Chucky, they turned into actual humans after they eventually split. There was a whole thing going on with their gender and all of that. They didn't know what they identified as in all of this. And so this is something that happened at end of Seed of Chucky. I don't know if they're going to follow that same story, if they're going to change it up for the show, but pretty much now we have two different characters here. One is named Glen, one is named Glenda, and I thought it was funny when they show up and they're pretty much like, who's Nika? So we'll get more into that in a bit. One thing we know from the last season is that Chucky was going to split their souls into multiple different dolls in a way to sort of be immortal, and now we're going to see that actually come into play here as we see multiple Chuckies re-emerging, as well as one that's bald, which actually threw me for a loop when I saw it because I was just like, okay, I gotta see what this is all about. That was one of the things I first saw when I first heard about the trailer being out before I even watched the trailer, so I was just anticipating it, and it did not disappoint. So I'm excited to see how all of these different personalities for these different dolls are going to be colliding with one another, and what exactly is their end goal by the end of the season. So our new setting we have here is Catholic school, where the kids are now going to be in, and this is definitely going to make an interesting choice of location, especially for somebody like Chucky. We already seen some of those church jokes in the first trailer, and we saw a couple more here, so I'm curious to see what else is going to follow as well from this new location that we have. So we meet Nika again, and as we know, in the last season they pretty much had all of their limbs cut off by Tiffany because Tiffany didn't want them to escape. Glen and Glenda ultimately find Nika, and they're pretty much like, wait, mom's a killer and mom's a lesbian. And I thought that was just insane how they just did that, because Chucky is definitely one that definitely keeps that humor going, and that is definitely insane as well, just the way that they discover her, and it's almost like nothing at the same time, even though there's like this person here with no limbs just telling you your mother did this to me. Another thing about Nika as well that we see in the trailer is it seems that Chucky's going to possess them once again, or it could actually be a flashback beforehand when they actually had limbs. I'm not too sure Chucky would possess Nika for no reason if they didn't have the limbs. You know, like there has to be a reason, right? Because they can't really use their body, or maybe they'll find a way to do it, right? So we'll see what happens with that, but we do see Nika possessed once again. We see the return of Andy, of course. Andy, at the end of the last season, we saw them driving off with the truck full of Chuckies, but we also see the Tiffany doll that we saw at the end of the last episode in season 1 as well returning here. So there's going to be something interesting going on here as well with all of these different personalities, because you have the Nika with the personality of Chucky in her, then all the dolls, then you have Tiffany, then you have the Tiffany doll. So a lot of interesting things. I'm excited to see how they're going to explain for sure. So I think this was a great trailer as well, especially leading up into the series premiere, which will be October 5th, and we're definitely going to be covering it here. I'm curious to see what exactly is the plan now, according to Chucky, as he is trying to sort of get revenge at the same time on the kids now back in Catholic school, but also ultimately carry out his master plan. I'm curious to see the relationship as well between Tiffany and Chucky, as well as Tiffany with Glen and Glenda, and the one I'm very curious as well is Glen and Glenda with Chucky. As we know, they really didn't like how Chucky was a killer in Seed of Chucky, so I'm curious to see if they're passing that on into this new series. And I keep saying I'm curious. I am curious. I keep saying I'm curious like all the time. Sorry about that. So anyways, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this new trailer. Are you excited or not? What do you hope to see in this new series? I definitely do want to see what is the big plan here. Like, after everything that's happened, how are you going to explain an army of dolls to people, right? Like, they're just going to go out there and do what? Transfer souls or what? I'm curious to see. There I go. I keep saying I'm curious. Anyways, I will be watching Pearl tonight, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell to know when that video drops for Pearl. I'm going to do like a spoiler review, spoiler free, talk about the movie as well as an out of theater reaction as well for y'all. So that'll be tonight. You'll get the out of theater reaction as soon as I'm out of it. I'll let you know what I think. And we also have some special stuff planned. There is a contest from A24, which you will see soon. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I do have a Good Night Mommy video from the original coming out today, talking about the ending. Definitely check that out once it does come out. We will be watching that movie as well this week and talking about it, so you don't want to miss out on any of that by hitting the notification bell and subscribing down below. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We are less than 600 to go to get to that 25,000 mark. I think once we get to 24,800, I'll let y'all know how this giveaway is going to work. So make sure you keep hitting that subscribe button down below and that notification bell to know how that giveaway is going to work once we do. And we do have some announcements coming this week as well concerning the channel going into spooky season, as well as some other cool stuff I want to introduce. So don't miss out on any of that by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. But as always, that is going to do it for me. Check out our videos on the left. Check out our Chucky season 1 coverage as well. I think we covered every single episode last season, so definitely go over there to the channel and check out all of those if you want the recap. But I will be doing a recap on the series, like one whole video talking about it right before the premiere, probably next week or 2 weeks from now. And we'll also be going to Fantastic Fest as well, so we'll be having some coverage for that. So stay tuned, it's going to be good. And I have some other stuff as well, some interview we did as well with one of the directors for Fantastic Fest. So ton of stuff coming for you on this channel. Don't miss out on any of that. And as always, thank you for subscribing. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok. culturalelixir.com is our website, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive. By the way, we will have a live tonight about Pearl, as well as pretty much recording our horror podcast live. That's something we're going to try out today, so definitely stay tuned for that. I will put an announcement after Pearl around what time, maybe like 11ish, maybe we could do something, so definitely look out for that. But anyways, at the end, really appreciate you coming down, watching this video, making it all the way here. As I said, we are on the road to 25,000 subscribers, so don't forget to hit subscribe. Check out our website as well, culturalelixir.com, as well as our Twitter and our TikTok at culturalelixir, and our Instagram is the culturalelixir. Anyways, stay safe, stay positive.